Darlington, we find our confidence in discovering who we are.
In the classroom.
And on stage.
The opportunities are endless.
Our creativity knows no bounds as we take risks,
explore opportunities,
and stretch our minds.
Together with our teachers,
we use what we've learned to create beauty,
to tell stories,
to inspire.
We discover new passions
while allowing existing ones to flourish.
We know that we can do anything,
be anything,
achieve anything.
We give our time to something greater than ourselves.
Whether we're sketching,
singing,
writing,
or acting, we find new ways to express ourselves
and share our talents with the world.
We know that our ideas and contributions matter,
and we take great pride in that.
Because today,
because today,
tomorrow, forever.
We're Darlington Tigers.
At Rome Orthopedic Center, we salute students, freshmen and seniors, athletes and artists, first stringers and choral singers, band majors and game changers. We hope you never need orthopedic care, but if you do, choose the only practice in the Rome area solely dedicated to the orthopedic needs of the students and families in our community. Rome Orthopedic Center. To make an appointment, call 706-292-00.
The most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Shop for your next car, truck, or SUV at Riverside Auto Group. Check out riversideautogroup.com today to browse their selection or visit with them in person at Riverside Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rome, Riverside Toyota in Rome, and the all-new Riverside Buick GMC Cadillac in Cartersville. Locally owned and operated by the Welburn family since 1974. That's Riverside Auto Group. Visit riversideautogroup.com.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Darlington School, here at the beautiful Van Ness Arena in the Huffman Center. And we're here for first round GHSA State basketball action. We got a doubleheader for you today. First, we have the Darlington Lady Tigers as they host the Tallulah Falls Lady Indians. And then after this one, we get to see the Darlington boys as they take on the Elbert County Blue Devils. Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Gable, and I'm so glad to be a part of this great team putting these streaming broadcasts on for you wherever you may be listening. I'm sure a lot of Darlington supporters all over town, all over everywhere, are probably tuning in today to follow their Lady Tigers and Tigers. State basketball playoffs is a different animal than the regular season. You get to see schools you have not faced before, a lot of players you're not familiar with. Sometimes they're officiated a little different if you ask coaches. There's a lot of travel and short preparation involved. So it's an interesting animal, and we'll see if the Darlington girls and boys teams can put together a nice run here and make a run here in the Class A tournament. We'd like to thank our sponsors so much for helping us put these broadcasts on, the Riverside Auto Group and the Rome Orthopedic Center. We've got a great crew for you, as always. I'm sure you're familiar with them if you've watched these broadcasts over the last couple of years. Cameras, crews, we have Carson and Braden Holder. Mike Garrett is our outstanding director. Our scoreboard by Uda Patterson, and our replay and our guru of everything, Nathan Patterson. And I'm Jeff Gable, so glad to be a part of this. As they wind the clock down after the warm-ups, we will probably have the national anthem here shortly, and then we'll dive into a little bit about these teams in just a moment. But first, our national anthem. Invocation and national anthem there as we get ready for these two teams. I will tell everybody in advance, maybe a little too much information. Had a little cold over the weekend and still feeling a little bit of the effects of it, so if I occasionally let off a little cough or I sound a little stuffy, I know in the broadcast world you're supposed to never sound like that. You're supposed to be perfect all the time, but it's hard to do. So if I do have to do an occasional throat clear, something like that, I do apologize, but I am back on my feet and feeling much better than I did a few days ago, put it that way. But this is state basketball. It's always fun to do. Any kind of broadcast involved with high schools, it's fun to do. I'm glad to be a part of this Northwest Georgia Media Group. As they introduce the starters for Tallulah Falls, we have Breland Wood, Ali Savig, Hagan James, Denica Lightborn, and then Tanisha Seymour. That's your starting five for Tallulah Falls. And for your Darlington Lady Tigers today, they're going to start the usual contingent as they bring the lights down and get ready for the intros. Allie Cordell, Emma Hunt, Caroline Brewster, Georgiana Dempsey, and Jai Johnson are your 5 starters for Darlington. And a really good starting 5. I've been fortunate to see this team play several times, covered them for the Rome News Tribune, and they are a very complete basketball team. It's going to be hard for Tallulah Falls to come in here on Darlington's home floor and pull out a road win, because Darlington's a very balanced team. When you have players like Dempsey and Johnson in the post that can do their damage in there, and then you have people like Cordell and Brewster who can shoot from the outside very well, it's tough to stop a team that has 2 elements like that. So we'll see if Darlington can be on their game. I asked Coach Samantha Rush before the game how the last week was, and she said they practiced well. She feels like they're prepared. And it was nice, she said, to have a few days. She gave them a couple days off, give them a break, because the season is such a grind, and it can be really hard to go for 4 solid months and not really get a break. So we are just about ready to get underway here. Tallulah Falls, and they're visiting dark forest green uniforms, and the Darlington Lady Tigers in their home whites. They win the tip and have the ball to start as they work the ball around the perimeter. Hunt to Cordell. And there's a tipped pass right there. Nice hand stolen by Lightbourne. She drives, lays it up. Too hard off the glass, missed it, and Darlington is going to run the other way. Brewster drives, does a little Euro step. Layup is missed, but Johnson gets the offensive rebound and puts it in. So Jai Johnson gets the first 2 of the game, and Darlington's up 2-0 here. Tallulah works the ball around the perimeter. Looks inside for Lightbourne, tipped away though. And Cordell comes out of the pack with it. And Darlington's got another offensive look here. Tallulah Falls in a zone, but they're keeping an eye on anytime somebody goes in the paint to defend them closely. They know that Dempsey and Johnson can be forced in the paint. Outside shot is missed. Lady Indians get the rebound, and they want to run a little bit. They drive baseline, bounce pass, shot, 3-pointer is around the rim, no good. Jai Johnson collects the rebound, and this is what makes her so good. She can lead the transition herself, drives, layup, no good, but a whistle and a foul. And I think that's going to be the first foul on Breland Wood, 5'8" sophomore forward. That'll put Jai Johnson at the line here. 6:36 on the clock. First free throw hits the back of the rim, no good. And the second one is no good. But they're going to call, ball went out of bounds, but it is the alternating possession arrow will go to Tallulah Falls. Thought they might have been whistling a foul there as the players fought for the rebound, but I guess they said it was a held ball situation, or both players tipped it out and they couldn't tell who did it. And there's a 5-second count. Good defense by Darlington, as Ali Zavig had nowhere to go and just held the ball, waiting for somebody to break open. Nobody did, so Darlington gets it right back. Good break for the Lady Tigers. 3-pointer is good. Perfect. Smooth as silk by Emma Hunt. And she puts Darlington up 5-0. So early on, Darlington looking good on offense. Here's a drive in the lane off the back of the rim, too hard by Danica Lightbourne, and Johnson gets the rebound. Cordell with it. Back to Hunt. She's going to fire another 3, this time from the opposite wing, and Emma Hunt's got another one. And it is 8-0. Lady Tigers coming out of the gate quick in this one. And there's a steal by Hunt. Good quick hand. She feeds it in the paint. Cordell, actually, I think it was intended for Brewster, but Cordell comes up with it. Now to Dempsey. Another 3-pointer. This one's a little bit short, but Jai Johnson gets the offensive rebound. 3-pointer from the wing on the far side, or the near side, is no good, but again, Darlington gets another offensive rebound. They've got 3 or 4 of those already. 3-pointer, no good, but again, Darlington's missed 3 shots on this possession, but they've kept possession because of their rebounding. And finally, Tallulah Falls comes out of the pack with it. They're going to drive the floor, and it is knocked out of bounds. It will stay Lady Indians basketball there on the left baseline. Samantha Rusher, head coach for Darlington, and Tallulah Falls, coached by Lowell Hamilton. Got to talk to him. Fantastic guy, great guy to talk to. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here as Darlington leads this one 8-0. And Coach Hamilton, you can tell, is imploring his girls to rebound on both sides, because whenever Tallulah Falls is on offense, they're one and done. They're getting one look at the basket, and if they miss, they're not getting the rebound, whereas Darlington has already gotten 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in this game, and we're only 3 minutes in. So Lady Tigers dominating the glass for sure. Again, coming up after this one, the Elbert County boys will play the Darlington Tigers in the boys' first round of the Class A playoffs. Tallulah Falls inbounds the ball, but is tipped away and stolen by Emma Hunt. Emma can't quite get the handle, and she travels. Did a good job getting the steal, but couldn't quite turn it into points. Another almost steal there by Darlington. Darlington will not cheat you on their effort for sure. They will tip balls. They'll dive for loose balls on the floor. They will hit the glass and rebound. All those little things that coaches talk about. Lightbourne drives in the lane, hits the front of the rim, no good. Again, Jai Johnson gets another rebound. She might have double-figure rebounds by halftime. She's already got at least 3 or 4 rebounds. No, probably 3 on defense and probably 3 on offense. She's probably got a half a dozen rebounds. Almost lost the handle there, but she feeds it to her teammate from the baseline, Sophie Shoemate, and she hits a jumper. So Shoemate makes it 10-0. They are shutting out Tallulah Falls so far. Loose ball there, stolen by Hunt. She's going to give it to Brewster. Lines up a 3, too strong. No good. And Tallulah Falls winds up with it. And there's a foul on Darlington. So Tallulah Falls will inbound it. They're on the right baseline there. Cordell checks back in for Darlington, replacing Dempsey. Tallulah Falls gets it in to Wood, and her pass way too strong. Tallulah Falls all out of sorts right now. As Darlington is kind of controlling the pace of this. We're only halfway into the quarter, and they're already up 10-0. Johnson on the baseline. Feeds it inside to Shoemate. They work it around Cordell. Pump fake to 3. Instead, cross-court pass to Hunt. Back to the top to Brewster. Cordell with it. Shot clock at 12. Game clock at 3:44. And that shot partially blocked there by Danica Lightbourne. Tallulah Falls makes a sub. Miracle Bain comes in, replacing Tanisha Seymour. Three-pointer from Hunt. Again, right in front of that Tallulah Falls bench, and Emma Hunt has the hot hand so far for Darlington. 3 3-pointers in the quarter, and it is 13-0. Loose ball, Tallulah Falls almost lost it. They keep possession right there at half court. Feed it into Bain, who hands it off to Lightmore. She wants to drive baseline. Almost lost the handle. She was lucky to get a shot up, but Darlington gets the rebound. Shoemate gets it to Cordell. Hunt has it. She puts up another 3. Why not? Emma Hunt, have yourself a game. 4 3-pointers in the quarter, and it is 16-0. Great start for Darlington. I don't know what Emma Hunt had for breakfast, Wheaties or something, but that should be the pregame meal for the entire Darlington team now. If she can shoot like that, and she gets a great ovation by that Darlington crowd there on the home side. Tallulah Falls inbounds the ball. Bain has it. They probably need to slow the pace a little bit. They're going awfully quick and trying to play the same speed Darlington does, and that doesn't seem like it's their game. Driving the lane, they almost lost possession. Bain has it, and it is stolen, this time by Georgiana Dempsey. Good quick hands by her. And Dempsey thought about driving baseline, but instead they pull it back out. Cordell in the paint. Turnaround jumper by Johnston is no good. And Tallulah Falls comes away with the rebound and will look to get their first bucket of the game. They look inside. Lightmore, skip pass over to Wood. Wood puts it up off the glass. No good. She gets her own rebound and puts it up and good. So finally at the 2:07 mark, a putback layup makes it 16-2. Breland Wood gets the first basket for Tallulah Falls. Right back the other way comes Darlington. Dempsey drives. Bump, no foul. Rebound collected by Hagan James. Lightmore drives all the way. High layup off the glass. No good, but she hits the ground, got fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Lightborn, 5'8" senior guard. Coach Hamilton said they've got some height, but it's not necessarily post player height. Said Lightborn feels much more comfortable being outside on the perimeter as she hits the first free throw for her first point of the game. Second free throw up and good. So it is 16-4. And Tallulah Falls shows some pressure now. We hadn't seen that, and they do get a steal. Lightborn has it, thought about a jumper, didn't take it. Feeds it off to the left wing. Shot is no good by Mitchell, and Darlington comes the other way. Emma Hunt takes a shot. Why not? Emma Hunt having a day. Another three-pointer. It is 19-4. And they dive for the rebound there on the floor. Dempsey was battling two Tallulah Falls players there. And there was a foul they called on Tallulah Falls. So the ball goes to Darlington. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll take a 60-second break. Back in 1 minute.
At Georgia Highlands College, helping you achieve your college and career goals is important to us because your success matters at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
All right, back here at Van Ness Arena at Darlington, where the Lady Tigers have run out to a 19-4 lead here in their state playoff opener against Tallulah Falls. And Emma Hunt is having a game to remember. Guess I should find Sam Rush and ask her at some point what her career high is. There's a three-pointer by Cordell, bounces high off the backboard. It'll go to Tallulah Falls, but Emma already has 5 three-pointers for 15 points in one quarter. Well, less than 1 quarter. We still got a little under a minute to go in this first period. So really you could say Emma Hunt 15, Tallulah Falls 4, and the rest of the Darlington team has 4 points as well. Almost a steal there by Brewster. Tallulah Falls feeds it in the paint, and there's a whistle and a foul on Shoemate, I believe. And Ali Fasavic looks like she'll go to the line. 5'3" junior guard is going to make her first trip to the line. with 39 seconds to go here in the quarter. First one is no good. She'll get one more. Again, we want to thank all the folks here at Darlington for their hospitality as we broadcast these games. Second free throw is no good. Tallulah Falls kept possession on the offensive end, but another errant pass. They've had several, I guess you'd call them unforced errors so far. And they've made Darlington's job a little easier on the defensive end by turning it over. 29 seconds to go here. Shot clock off. As Brewster thought about driving, gives it to Shoemate. Now to Cordell. Hunt wants the ball. Shoots the ball, misses this one. And Tallulah Falls gets a rebound. A rare miss for Emma Hunt. And there's on the rebound, they're going to call a foul on Sophie Shoemate. That is her second, really in the last minute. So Darlington's going to send in Caroline Jordan to sub in for her as we get down to the final 14 seconds or so of the quarter. Press break there by Tallulah Falls, pretty effective, but on the drive, the shot's blocked by Caroline Jordan. Traveling on Darlington after they got possession, but Tallulah Falls looked like they had a good opportunity. Two quick passes broke the press, but then the shot was blocked. They get one more chance here, 8.2 to go. They put up an outside jumper, a good three-pointer, right behind the line by Hagan James. So she gets her first bucket of the game, and that will be how the first quarter ends. Give this quarter to Emma Hunt. She had a heck of a start. 15 points for her, 19 for Darlington, and they lead it 19-7. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, back here at Darlington, excuse me, the Van Ness Arena, as the Lady Tigers will inbound the ball with a comfortable lead thanks to their outside shooting. We'll see if Tallulah Falls changes their defensive approach here in the second quarter. Shot by Hunt that time is no good, but Darlington gets the offensive rebound. Jordan has it, in some trouble. They work it to Johnson. She tries to drive baseline, and a blocking foul there as she hits the deck. Fasavic, I think, is going to pick up the foul. Try to get in position, couldn't quite do it. They're going to make a sub here as Lightbourne comes back in. By the way, for Darlington, Presley Dixon's in the game. First we've seen of her today. Dempsey thought about driving baseline. Instead, kicks it out to Johnson. She fires a three, no good. Tallulah Falls gets the rebound. Lightbourne with it, goes to the hole, drives it too hard off the glass. Rebound by Darlington. Tipped out of bounds, and it will go to Tallulah Falls, excuse me. Darlington showing some pressure. shot no good. Tallulah Falls keeps the ball, though. Shot clock reset. They just can't get anything going offensively. Whistle and a foul. It will stay Tallulah Falls ball. Try to inbound it, nobody there. Finally, Lightborn. Oh, nice little move in the air. Wow, she kind of defied gravity there for a second. So she makes it 19-9. Johnson, nice pass underneath. Shot missed. Her rebound shot is missed. And finally a foul called. And the offensive rebound, Caroline Jordan will go to the line. Caroline's first trip today. Off the rim, no good. She will get one more. Again, a reminder of the Darlington boys in action after this against Elbert County. Her shot, second one is no good. Tallulah Falls, chance to get it into under 10 points for the first time. Darlington playing good, tight man-to-man. Not much room for them to work. Lightborn drives. Her shot's no good. Offensive rebound. Putback is no good. Like there's a lid on the basket there for the Lady Indians. Lightborn steals it. Layup is good. So they do get it there as Mitchell gets the basket. It is 19-11. Brewster lost the handle. It'll stay Darlington ball here. Another thing with state playoff games, sometimes officiated maybe a little differently. You may say have some different officials that haven't seen your team play. Brewster feeds it into Johnson. Nice spin move. Chai's got such good quickness. And that little spinning layup there makes it 21-11. Lead is back to 10. Had some water go down the windpipe the wrong way there. Second ago for me. Outside shot by Mitchell. This time is no good. And Johnson comes away with it. And drive all the way to the basket. She was in too deep, I think, there. Caroline Brewster was. Darlington keeps possession. Brewster made a nice move, drove baseline, but got too far into the rim, and I think it literally hit the bottom of the rim. Tallulah Falls with it, faces a trap there in the corner, but they got out of it. And they get it across the timeline. They'll try to set up their offense on almost another turnover. They haven't been real sharp with the basketball. Shot no good. Rebound by Darlington. Sasha Wood. First time we've seen her in the game today. That shot there was out of bounds off a Darlington player, I guess. I thought it got partially blocked. Darlington with a steal there, Jai Johnson. Another spin move in the lane, and she puts it in. There's that quickness again. We talked about how good Jai is offensively and defensively. She created the turnover, then immediately steals off that turnover. And Coach Hamilton wants a timeout for Tallulah Falls. We'll take a 30-second break as well. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back here at the Van Ness Arena. Long pass by Tallulah Falls on the inbounds, and they lay it off no good. Again, they just can't buy a basket right now. Darlington's shot a much better percentage here in this first half. Again, Tallulah's gotten a few open looks, but just can't convert. Tried to feed it into Bain, but it is an errant pass, and Sasha Wood comes up with it. Feeds it to Johnson. Jai's going to drive all the way. Got knocked to the ground. Delayed call there for a second. I didn't know if they were going to whistle the foul, but they did. And Jai Johnson will go to the line. She's got 6 in the game, but she's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. First, off the rim, no good. She's struggling from the charity stripe so far tonight. Normally a very good free throw shooter. There you go. That's more like it. That's what we've seen from her most of the year. Free throw shooting can be a mental thing sometimes. Long lead pass by Tallulah Falls, breaking the pressure. But the shot by Wood was partially blocked by Johnson. James will trigger it in, but it is stolen by Hunt. Fast break layup, and it's good. Emma Hunt, that's her first non-3-point basket tonight. I just realized that. And layup the other way for Lightbourne is good, so they answer pretty quickly there. We'll keep it right here. That was just a fast break, long lead pass. That's what Tallulah Falls is trying to resort to. Their normal, I think, press break attack just isn't working because Darlington is so quick and so good at trapping. They're trying to find somebody on a breakout and throwing a long lead pass and seeing if they can beat Darlington's full court pressure that way. It's worked a couple of times. They just weren't able to convert the basket. They were able to convert it there. So it makes it 26-13. Yeah, Emma Hunt, all of her damage was behind the three-point line. 15 points in that first quarter. That's her first bucket here in the second quarter. And her first non-three-pointer of the day. So the Lady Tigers will bring it up. Hunt gives it to Wood. Now to Jai Johnson. That is Shoemate on that left wing. Jumper is good. Sophie Shoemate, the senior, hits a jumper from the wing. Makes it 28-13. Danica Lightbourne doing most of the work for Tallulah Falls. That pass in the paint is tipped away and stolen by Darlington. Jai Johnson drives all the way. Oh, nice block there by Lightbourne. Somehow Darlington keeps possession. I thought that was going to go out twice. But the Lady Tigers keep possession of it. And Emma Hunt will set it up, give it to Shoemate. Back to Hunt. She's going to shoot another three-pointer off the front of the rim. No good. Loose ball. Fought for in the lane. And Danica Lightbourne comes up with it for Tallulah Falls. Drives. Layup is good. So Lightbourne goes coast to coast there. Cuts it to a 13-point lead. In the paint, Dempsey's little one-handed push shot, no good. Her and a Tallulah Falls player went crashing out of bounds, no foul. And the Lady Indians have possession of the ball in the final 2 minutes of the first half. Miracle Bain with it. Now they go inside. I think Tallulah Falls kept possession, but the possession arrow is still pointing in their direction, so they'll keep the ball. They just had several passes tonight that get tipped in the lane, and Darlington pounces on it. Either ties them up or gets the steal outright. And Coach Hamilton, too, talking in before the game, said Darlington's got more depth than he does in terms of what he feels comfortable using. We've seen Darlington already make several subs tonight. And their subs usually make an impact. Game clock at 1:40, shot clock at 8. Tallulah Falls winding down, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They shoot an outside jumper there, back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Brewster. I think Seymour just felt pressure to get a shot up there. Darlington played good defense on that possession. Shoemate to Cordell. Brewster shoots a three. No good. But the ball was rebounded by Tallulah Falls and stolen by Shoemate. They go right back inside to Jordan, who drew a foul. Good hustle there by Darlington. Sophie Shoemate, some of that depth we talked about coming off the bench. Sophie Shoemate comes in. She plays good defense. She's got active hands. She can score on offense and set up her teammate, who also comes in off the bench and contributes. Caroline Jordan, sophomore. Her free throw in and out, no good. She will get one more. Jordan's second free throw attempt is up and back of the rim, no good. But again, Shoemate, quick hands. We just talked about it. Makes a difference. Keeps the ball in Darlington's possession. Dempsey's shot from the baseline, no good. Bain gets the rebound, but she's got nowhere to go. She's double teamed, trapped on the baseline. Can't find anywhere to go with it. Somehow gets it out, and James, her teammate, saves it. Lightboard with it now. Lightbourne gets a basket, and she's really been the only consistent offense for Tallulah Falls today. 28-17, the lead is 11. The final seconds of the first half. Brewster drives. I thought it was kind of tied up there. It'll stay Darlington ball. I thought Hagan James had reached in there enough with her hands to cause a tie-up. But it is still Darlington ball on the inbounds. Jump shot, baseline, perfect by Sophie Shoemate. Talked about how good she contributes off the bench. As Tallulah Falls in the final 10 seconds of the half. Lightbourne drives, gets bumped, no foul. Now there's a call. It was a little late. I thought they might call that. She got some body contact as she drove to the basket, so she will step to the free throw line with 6.2 seconds left in this first half. First free throw for her is good. And her second is up and good. So she hits both of them. Makes it 30-19. And Darlington in the last few seconds. Brewster tries to get a three-pointer off. Too strong, no good. And that'll be it for that first half of action. One that saw Darlington come out very hot offensively, led by Emma Hunt. And her 17 points in that first half gave a huge boost for the Lady Tigers in their state playoff opener. They lead halfway through the game. They lead Tallulah Falls 30-19 here at Van Ness Arena. Tell you what, we will take a 2-minute timeout, come back and recap the scoring of this first half. You're listening to Darlington Basketball here. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At Darlington, we're proud to wear purple and white.
Because Tigers strive for greatness.
In the classroom and on the field.
We know that we can do anything.
Be anything.
Achieve anything.
We're part of a program that is 100% dedicated to nourishing our minds and our bodies.
As teammates, we push each other further than we ever thought we could go.
Because every single one of us has something to contribute.
We practice hard so that when we compete, we can leave it all out on the field.
With each win, we build confidence.
With each loss is a lesson.
Our coaches teach us more than technique.
They prepare us to be good teammates,
Friends.
And people.
We face adversity together.
And push through to reach our goals.
we may struggle,
but we will never give up.
Because today,
Because today,
tomorrow, forever.
We're Darlington Tigers.
Shop for your next car, truck, or SUV at Riverside Auto Group. Check out riversideautogroup.com today to browse their selection or visit with them in person at Riverside Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rome, Riverside Toyota in Rome, and the all-new Riverside Buick GMC Cadillac in Cartersville. Locally owned and operated by the Welburn family since 1974. That's Riverside Auto Group. Visit riversideautogroup.com.
At Rome Orthopedic Center, we salute students, freshmen and seniors, athletes and artists, first stringers and choral singers, band majors and game changers. We hope you never need orthopedic care, but if you do, choose the only practice in the Rome area solely dedicated to the orthopedic needs of the students and families in our community. Rome Orthopedic Center. To make an appointment, call 706-292-0040.
All right, welcome back here to Darlington School, the beautiful Huffman Center, Van Ness Arena. And can I just say what a great facility this is for hosting any kind of basketball game, a tournament, a playoff game, anything. Great fan perspectives. Coach Hamilton of Tallulah Falls, when he came in, looked around and said, "This is a beautiful building." He said, "This is a great place to play," and he was impressed with Darlington's campus, too. He said it's got that old style feel and look with the castle-like buildings, but he said all the facilities look new, top-notch. He was really complimentary of the campus here, and I'm sure he would be, after this game, complimentary on the play of the Darlington Lady Tigers. They are really hitting on all cylinders, really fueled there by Emma Hunt, the sophomore guard, who got hot in that first quarter. 5 3-pointers for her. She has a total of 17 points in the game so far. Jai Johnson, normally the team's leading scorer a lot of times, has 7 points as the second leading scorer. And Sophie Shoemate, I was trying to see who that was, adding up my scores real quick. Shoemate has 6 points, so some good contributions by several players, but Emma Hunt has the one with the hot hand, and I think that's going to open up some things for other Darlington players as the game goes on. When they see Hunt with the ball, I'm sure Coach Hamilton is telling his team right now, when 3 gets the ball, get in her face, close out on her, because she's got the hot hand. Well, Emma, being a smart basketball player, she might have some people rushing out at her. She can pump fake, drive past, and then find an open teammate somewhere. I think that's really going to help loosen up that Tallulah Falls defense, and that's going to allow more room in the paint, I think, for Dempsey and Johnson to work a little bit more. For Tallulah Falls, most of the damage is done by Danica Lightborn. We talked about her, the senior. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points. So she's got 12 of the 19 for the Lady Indians. And really, Darlington doing a good job for the most part on those teams, on that team's offensive attack. Tallulah Falls came in the game at 7-16 on the year, struggled a little bit in that Region 8 where they play. Coach Hamilton said they lost a lot of seniors and a lot of starters from last year's team, so this has kind of been a rebuilding campaign. They lost both of their games in the Region 8A tournament last week, so that puts them at the 4 seed, and thus they had to hit the road and travel a long way from northeast Georgia. Up in the northeast Georgia mountains is where this school is located. They had to make the long trek over here today and take on the top seed from Region 7, and by the way, ranked number 9 in the state, still in the top 10 in the state for most of the year, these Darlington Lady Tigers. Of course, as you know, they won the Region 7A championship last week for the first time. Coach Sam Rush told me in 13 years, quite a long time, but they won with a win over Pepperell in the first round game, and then they beat Chattooga 65-46 in the region championship game last Tuesday to give them the number 1 seed. So they'll get likely a couple of home games here in the state tournament. Good way to start off. But as we said, in the state tournament, you never know. You run into some teams you haven't seen before, some different officials. After you get your home game as a top seed, eventually you might have to go on the road. And so you might travel somewhere you hadn't been before. It's a really tough way or tough road for any team to win a state championship in basketball. You really have to weather a lot of things and weather the storm to win those, whatever it is, 4 or 5 games in the state tournament to win a state title. So that's your score at halftime. Darlington Lady Tigers up 30-19. Tell you what, let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back, and we should be ready for the third quarter of action. Your Darlington Lady Tigers lead Tallulah Falls 30-19. Back in 2 minutes.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Darlington Basketball would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Riverside Auto Group, Rome Orthopedic Center, Georgia Highlands College, and Atrium Health Floyd. Thank you for your support. This broadcast is a production of Northwest Georgia Media. Thank you for watching.
All right, back here at Darlington Van Ness Arena as the teams head back out on the floor. Darlington Lady Tigers have a 30-19 lead. Again, behind the great play of guard Emma Hunt. She has 17 points and was hot as fire from outside. And so I think Tallulah Falls probably coming into the game was focused on, we got to watch, Johnson and Brewster and Dempsey in the paint, and they can do some serious damage. And before you know it, they're having a sophomore guard go bombs away from the outside and lead the team to 17 points. Brewster there thought about a shot, didn't take it. As Darlington now going from right to left, and Brewster drives the hole and got fouled pretty hard, and so she will go to the line. Caroline Brewster, one of the seniors on this team. First free throw, front of the rim, no good. Second shot is up, and it is good. 12-point lead for the Lady Tigers here. And that ball goes off of the hands of Breland Wood, and so the ball goes right back to Darlington. I know Coach Lowell Hamilton from Tallulah Falls wanted to find a spark somewhere in this third quarter, get back in the game, but so far they're struggling just like the first half. Lightbourne gets that rebound there off the missed shot, drives coast to coast, puts her head down, lays it off the glass, no good, but she drew a foul, and so she will go to the line. Again, Lightbourne, leading scorer for Tallulah in that first half. She had 12 points. She misses that free throw there. Crowd still filing in here for this doubleheader. Second shot no good as well. So she missed both of them. Brewster feeds it in the paint to Dempsey. Back out to Brewster. She takes the three. Rims out, no good. And Tallulah Falls tried to feed it to Lightbourne, but it was tipped away, and the Lady Tigers stole the ball right back. No telling how many second chance possessions Darlington has gotten this game from offensive rebounding. Three-pointer there. Brewster nails it. And so Caroline Brewster makes it 34-19. Again, the Lady Indians just having trouble getting the ball in bounds and setting up their half-court offense. Best way to describe Darlington's defense most of the time when you see them play, it's relentless. They're not just going to concede, we'll let you inbound the ball and get it across half court, set up your offense. They're going to make you work for it. Breland Wood with the ball, gets it set for the Lady Indians here in the half court. Lost control, picked it up. I thought it might have been a double dribble, but no call. She puts up a jumper that's no good, rebounded by Johnson. And now Cordell comes down, gives it to Brewster. She fires up another three, and it's good. Don't look now, Tallulah Falls, but Caroline Brewster is heating up from the outside as well. You get her and Emma Hunt both going from the outside. This will be a tough time not only for Tallulah Falls to beat, this will be a tough team for anybody to beat here in the state tournament. Kasavi gives it out to Molly Mitchell. They go into Bain, and now a drive by Lightbourne is no good. Loose ball collected by Cordell. Gives it to Jai Johnson, and she's going to run the break. Gives it to Brewster. She goes in the lane. Little shot off the back of the rim. No good, but it's saved and rebounded by Dempsey. Dempsey puts up a hook shot. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Left-handed putback is good. Georgiana Dempsey showing a little skill there with going up with the left hand, and pushes the lead to 20 points. Biggest lead of the night, 39-19. Kasavic on the right wing for Tallulah Falls. Bounce pass inside to Mitchell. Now to Bain. Oh, she gets a wide open look there. And a good offensive set there for Tallulah Falls. Basket is by Breland Wood. That's probably the most open look they've had in the whole game. Foul on a reach in there on Tallulah Falls, so Lady Tigers will keep the basketball. There's a timeout. We'll keep it right here, actually. Let you know some information from the Georgia High School Association. The GHSA is a voluntary nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 19 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participant safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, you can visit ghsa.net You can also follow at Official GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. GHSA State Tournament here, which will culminate in Macon with the state championship games. And the Darlington Lady Tigers hoping to make a run and possibly make it to Macon and play for a title. They are playing well here. They have won 4 straight overall and 10 of their last 11 games. So they've got some momentum coming into this state tournament game. On the other end of the spectrum, Tallulah Falls, who struggled, 7-16 overall. They've lost 3 in a row and 5 out of their last 6. So difference in an experienced team and an inexperienced team right here today, as Darlington has a load of experience with a lot of seniors, a lot of players that play a lot of minutes. Ball there goes over to Tallulah Falls. They try to break the press, and Emma Hunt steals it. She could read that. Hunt lays it up too short, off the rim, no good. And Tallulah Falls gets it. Again, just trying to run a break and get the ball up the sideline. Darlington's got hands everywhere, knocking the ball loose, knocking it free, not giving the Lady Indians anything. Little backdoor run there by Lightbourne. Her layup is good. Nice move and a good pass there, as Lightbourne lays it up and makes it a 16-point game again, 39-23. Lead's been as much as 20. Shoemate with it over to Dempsey. Left-handed jumper, good from the free throw line. (41-23). And right back to Tallulah Falls, answers with a jumper by Tanisha Seymour, one of their few seniors. Jai Johnson in the post, has the ball handled by her. Whoa, we got a little too physical play there. I think the ball was tied up. The officials should have blown the whistle a couple of seconds earlier, actually. Johnson had the ball, and she was fighting for the ball with Hagan James, and James went crashing to the floor, and that's when things got a little out of control. Danica Lightbourne came over and gave Johnson a shove. Johnson did not mean any harm. She wasn't trying to do anything too physical. It was just wrestling for the ball, and Hagan James wouldn't let go, and the tie-up was, it was a kind of an equal possession there for a second until Jai wrestled the ball away. When she ripped it away, James went crashing to the floor. I think Tallulah Falls thought there was some animosity there, but there's not. But Lightbourne should not have come over there and given a shove to Johnson for sure. So the officials are now sorting it out, explaining things to Coach Hamilton and to Coach Rush. And we'll see what the situation is here. I think they handed out technical fouls, but not having a PA announcer announcing it from the scores table, I don't know. They may have given technicals to 2 players, probably Lightbourne and Johnson, but I'm just guessing on that, just speculating. Again, Coach Hamilton getting a long explanation from the officials. Up to the point of the tie-up and the whistle, I think it was just a clean physical basketball play, but I think Jai ripping the ball away from James was a little aggressive for the Tallulah Falls team, and they kind of took offense to James hitting the floor like that, and that's when Lightbourne came over to kind of defend her teammate. It's an emotional game. They're teenagers, and it's kind of a blowout. If this was a close game being played well by both teams, you might not see that, but it's a 16-point blowout, and really Darlington's been in control from the start, so you can understand the frustration by Tallulah Falls. While we have a moment, we wanted to let you know that the Georgia High School Association would also like to thank its corporate sponsors for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities. This includes the Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Gatorade, Wilson, BSN Sports, the Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, the Atlanta Braves, Subway, Sport Medicine South, the Atlanta Track Club, I've been a part of that. Got to run the Peachtree Road Race a couple of years ago. NFHS Network, Regions Bank, Max Preps, GoFan, and Georgia Public Broadcasting. So they've sorted it all out. Hopefully, cooler heads will prevail now. And Darlington will inbound it. Shoemate gives it up to Dempsey. Dempsey over to Presley Dixon. Inside to Dempsey. Shot no good. Rebounded by James. And here comes Tallulah Falls. Fasavik has it. Gives it to Seymour, who drew a foul. Seymour was in the high post, about to make a move or dump it inside. And Darlington tried to knock the ball away, but I think they got a little piece of her as well. Lightbourne gives it up to Mitchell. And now Fasavik drives, and a whistle and a foul on Presley Dixon. You may see the officials now call this a little tighter here in this third quarter. Kind of keep things from getting out of control here. Sasha Wood checks back in for Darlington as Lightbourne has it for Tallulah Falls. Now to Mitchell. Covered by Hunt. Now they rotate to the other side. Seymour takes a jump shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Fasavik. Now Lightbourne, she puts up a jumper, rims out, no good. Loose ball in the lane. Emma Hunt has it. And there's a reach-in foul whistled against Hagan James. 41-25 is your score. Darlington comfortably in control by 16 points. Shoemate has it. Dumps it inside, but a nice steal by James. They get it to Lightbourne. And here come the Lady Indians. One of the few times they've been able to run a transition attack, taking advantage of a Darlington turnover. That hasn't happened much. James on the wing. Out to Fasavik. Now to Seymour. Mitchell was open for a jumper, didn't take it. Instead, she drives to the hole and she drew a foul. Molly Mitchell, a junior guard. Thought she had an open look at a three there for a second, but she instead chose to drive to the hole. Looked like it was not much of a chance there, but she drew a foul, so she misses the first free throw. She'll get one more. Second one is up and good. So she hits 1 out of 2. And the lead's down to 15. It's 41-26. Again, the biggest lead was 20 in that second quarter. Wood has it to Dempsey. Dempsey feeds it over to Shoemate. Thought about a jump shot. Dribbles to her left. Takes a shot, no good. And it is rebounded. Tie-up situation there. Kind of held my breath. I didn't want to repeat what we had a moment ago. That one was Sasha Wood and Hagan James. And the possession arrow favors Darlington. Okay, it's going to go to Tallulah Falls, actually. Okay. Back the other way on the fast break. Tallulah Falls didn't get the basket, but they drew a foul, and that'll put Molly Mitchell back at the line. Not a large contingent of Tallulah Falls fans here, but they're a loud group. Enthusiastic, I think that's the proper broadcasting term to use. It's a long drive. Like I said, they're up in northeast Georgia. So not really an easy way to get here. I guess going south toward Atlanta, maybe catching Georgia 20 and going over to Cartersville and coming up that way. Mitchell missed the second one, got her on rebound. Her layup, though, was no good, and it'll go back to Darlington. Johnson throws a skip pass to Wood. Tries to go in the post to Shoemate, but it was well covered there by Tallulah Falls. James dives for the ball on her knees, and the alternating possession arrow will favor Darlington here. If you want to know exactly where Tallulah Falls School is, kind of exactly halfway between Toccoa and Clayton. I think about 15 miles from each of those up in northeast Georgia. Loose ball, Hagan James gets tied up with Georgiana Dempsey. And this time the arrow goes right back to Darlington. So Tallulah Falls up there in northeast Georgia near Raven Gap and some of the other northeast Georgia schools. Lightbourne, nice easy looking jumper for her on the fast break. And the lead is 12, 41-29. Johnson takes an off-balance shot while getting fouled, and it goes off the glass and in. And that will put Johnson at the free throw line to try to convert the three-point play here with 1:40 to go before the half. Before the end of the third quarter, excuse me. Just when it looked like Tallulah Falls might be kind of creeping back into it. Big play there by Johnson, kind of got the crowd into it a little bit, and she's got a chance here if she converts the three-point play opportunity. Put Darlington up by 15 again. Misses the free throw. Loose ball collected by the Lady Indians, and a foul call. If you've ever been to Tiger, Georgia, Raven County High School, where I had to go cover a football game a couple years ago, a little south of Clayton, Tallulah Falls is just down Highway 441 from there. Coach Hamilton said it's a beautiful area in the winter when you get snow because it looks beautiful up there, but he says you're socked in for a few days because a lot of hills and a lot of mountains up there. Free throw 1-on-1 opportunity is missed by Hagan James there. Brewster drives and gets knocked to the floor. She'll go to the line. Brewster's looking at the official like, that was a little stronger than I was anticipating, driving just for a layup. But Brewster will get 2 free throws. First free throw is missed. She'll get 1 more. Just looking at the scoring here, if you take Tallulah Falls, Danica Lightbourne out of the game, this is a huge deficit. She has single-handedly kind of kept them in the contest for most of the afternoon as we get to the final minute or so of the third quarter. Mitchell drives, almost lost the ball, but they keep possession. Savig takes a three-pointer, rims out, no good. Johnson has it. Lost the ball. Breland Wood came up with it. But it was a tie-up, so the possession arrow goes to Darlington. As we get to the final minute of the third quarter here, Jai Johnson drives, spins, kicks it out to Dempsey. Her jump shot is no good. Rebounded by Bain. And the ball will go right back to Darlington after the turnover there. You can see the inexperience of Tallulah Falls creeping in here a little bit. They've got some freshmen and sophomores in there that play a lot. Coach Hamilton said they lost a lot of experience from last year. And on the road against an experienced top seed here in the state tournament, that inexperience is showing a little bit here. Game clock at 32, shot clock here at 25. Here's your wind down the third quarter. Darlington up by 14. Kasavig in the paint, didn't want to take the shot, instead kicks it back out. Mitchell pump fake, drives, shot is blocked by Dempsey. She was waiting for that one, And Georgiana just swatted out of bounds. It will stay Lady Indians basketball here. She looks, finds Mitchell, top of the key. Savic takes a three, no good. Loose ball collected by Johnson. I think it went off the foot there of Breland Wood as she was trying to collect it. And Brewster comes back the other way, the final 10 seconds of the quarter. Brewster drives, has it taken away by Savic. Brewster thought there was a foul somewhere in there. Savic just kind of ripped it out of her hands. And Tallulah Falls, I don't think, realized how short a time there was on the clock and didn't take a jumper or a half court or anything there at the end of the quarter. So it's 43-29. The Lady Tigers comfortably in front as we head to the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back here in 60 seconds. All right, back here at Darlington School campus, the Huffman Center on a beautiful spring-like day. It's still wintertime technically, but man, this was a pretty day to make a drive up here today. Temperature pushing 80 degrees, but it is still wintertime in basketball season here inside the Van Ness Arena. As there's a foul called on Tallulah Falls there on the loose ball. Caroline Jordan collected it, and so it will be Darlington's possession here as they start the fourth quarter with a lead. Jai Johnson pulls up for a jumper and nails it. Adds to her total. And Darlington gets a steal there and has the ball right back. Cordell can't find anybody to give it to. Now gives it to Hunt. Feed it inside to Jordan. She spins high off the glass. Good. That was a tough angle because she was kind of far under the hoop there. But she got it to go, and the lead is pushed back to 18. You have to do math sometimes. You look at the scoreboard, and you're thankful that you had good math teachers when you were in school. Loose ball collected by Emma Hunt. She's going to drive, but then pull it up. It was a 1-on-3 situation, so she gives it back to Cordell, now to Shoemate. And Jordan lays this one up, no good. And Tallulah Falls comes out with a basketball. Mitchell kicks it back to Bain. She finds Savic. She fires up a three. Didn't hit anything, and it will go out of bounds and go to Darlington. I'd like to thank my lovely wife for watching and listening on the YouTube feed here of this game. I'm sure there's a lot of Darlington folks all over the state. I'll have to ask Nathan Patterson. He probably gets some feedback from some people that may be out of state. Who knows? Some Darlington folks may be out of the country, but they're able to follow the teams thanks to the wonderful streaming and YouTube ability here. Here's a shot by Cordell, three-pointer, back of the rim, no good, but she gets her own rebound, and Darlington keeps possession of it. They feed it inside to Jordan, off the glass, no good, loose ball, and Tallulah Falls comes up with it. James drives, gets it swatted away by Shoemate. Bain drives, and I think was anticipating a block shot, and just shot it off the side of the basket there. Now Jai Johnson feeds it inside to Jordan, but it was triple teamed. But quick hands by Allie Cordell, and she keeps possession of it. Cordell to Johnson. Now to Shoemate. Shoemate drives, didn't get the basket, but drew a foul, so she will go to the line with 5:36 to go. Darlington, by winning this game, will advance to the second round, and they'll get another home game. As Shoemate steps to the line, hits the first one. So Darlington play a couple of times at the Seven Hills Rotary Christmas Tournament back in December. Saw them play a couple of games in their Region 7A tournament last week at Armurchie. And again here today, and I can tell you the formula is the same for this team. Play relentless defense, tip balls, steal passes, take advantage of opportunities, hit the offensive glass. They get a lot of points just from playing smart basketball like that. Shoemate's jumper is missed, and Tallulah Falls comes up with it. Pasavig pump fakes the three, drives to the hole, and drew a foul as Shoemate blocked the shot, but got some body contact as well. So Darlington, by virtue of this win, will be hosting Galloway. They're the number 2 seed from Region 6. They beat Social Circle pretty handily this week, 72-27. Pasavic's first free throw is good. She gets another try here, and it rims out, no good. Loose ball is collected by Tallulah Falls. But then Darlington steals it right back. 18-point lead as the Lady Tigers are on the break. Shoemate picked up her pivot foot. She knew it. She was kind of off balance there when she collected that long lead pass and then shuffled that left foot. So Darlington will get Galloway in the second round and then play the winner of the Pelham and probably Heard County. Heard County plays Screven County. And then that winner will take on Pelham, and Pelham is one of the top 10 teams in the state, I think, from Region 1. They beat Bleckley County in their first round game last night, 57-19. So after one more home game, Darlington, they run into a lot tougher competition. First free throw by Danica Lightbourne was good. She'll get one more opportunity here. The lead is 17 points, 48-31. Biggest lead was 20 right before halftime. That one is missed and rebounded by Presley Dixon. Emma Hunt looks inside, finds Dempsey, puts it up off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. That shot won't go, and Dixon finally collects the third offensive rebound of that possession. And she gets fouled and will go to the line. That free throw is missed. Again, thank you to our great crew here with this group here at Northwest Georgia Media. Carson and Braden Holder running the cameras. Mike Garrett, our director. Nathan running the replay. Nathan Patterson and Uda Patterson running our scoreboard. It's a top-notch production, folks, and these people do a really good job of putting these football and basketball games on. Dixon hit 1 out of 2, and then there's a foul called by the officials on, I think it was on Emma Hunt there, on the rebound situation. So Tallulah Falls will inbound the ball down 17. We're in the final 4.5 minutes. Lightbourne gets the long lead pass, drives, wild shot off the rim, no good. And it will stay Tallulah Falls basketball here. There's a drive all the way to the hole and a hard foul there. Shot was missed, but Breland Wood will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. First one is good. I don't know if she called bank, but we'll take it. As Shoemate comes out of the game after getting a nice hand by her team and fans. Brewster comes back in, and Presley Dixon collects the rebound and got fouled. She collected the loose ball, and two Tallulah Falls players came crashing into her there. I should have checked. I don't know when you have two #1 seeds that meet in the state tournament. I don't know if they go by record or state ranking or coin flip. But if Darlington beats Galloway, and if Pelham is indeed the team that they would meet in the quarterfinals there, I don't know if it would be at Pelham or here at Darlington. But you got to finish this one off first and then get by Galloway. As Georgiana Dempsey fights hard in the lane to get a good look, put the shot up, drew the contact, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. And unfortunately for Tallulah Falls, that was fifth foul on their best player, Danica Lightbourne. So she will go to the bench. And as a senior, that is her last game here. She played really well. First free throw is no good. Lightbourne had 12 in the first half. Finished with 15 in the game. Excuse me, 17. One out of two free throws there for Dempsey. Makes it an 18-point lead again, 50-32. That long pass went out of bounds, so Darlington will inbound it here under their own basket. Brewster looks, tries to feed it to Dempsey, got away, but Dempsey tracked it down and finds Hunt. Emma now gives it back to Dempsey. She drives, pulls up for a free throw line jump shot, no good. Rebound by Savig. As Emma Hunt and Presley Dixon come out of the game. And Cordell and Shoemate step back in. And on the press break there, somehow Tallulah Falls came up with it. Miracle Bain took a miracle to get that basketball back in her hands, but she got it and makes the layup. Make it a 16-point game, 50-34. Brewster's pass almost tipped away, but Cordell keeps it, and she drew a foul by Mitchell. I would imagine in the next 30 seconds to 1 minute, Coach Samantha Rush will probably take out her starting group here and put in some substitutes, let her starters get a little extra rest and in preparation for the next game with Galloway, which will be probably Friday or Saturday. I don't know the date yet. But the Galloway Lady Scots will be coming here to Van Ness Arena this weekend as Cordell hits the free throw. She gets one more. Lead is 17 right now. And it stays 17 as she misses the second shot. Bain feeds it inside. High layup off the glass is no good by Breland Wood. Darlington comes up with a rebound. Dempsey has it, drives, layup off the glass is missed, left it a little bit short, but she keeps possession. Shumate has it, feeds it to Jai Johnson. Her spinning layup off the glass, just a little bit short there. And Tallulah Falls comes out with a rebound. There's a foul there as Dempsey tried to steal the ball from behind from Mitchell. .258 to go. Also, we want to thank our sponsors here, the Riverside Auto Group and Rome Orthopedic Center. She hits 1 out of 2 free throws. And so Darlington comes right back the other way. Brewster's pass for Cordell, a little bit too strong, bounces off of her shoulder. So it will be Tallulah Falls basketball here. That pass, Tallulah Falls can't quite keep possession. Again, they just weren't sharp with their passes. I think the Darlington defense early predicated that, forced them into passing it quicker than they wanted to. I don't think they were used to that kind of pressure defense or the depth that Darlington has. Quite honestly, coming out of their Region 8, I don't think there's a team like this in Region 8. Dempsey drives, shot off the glass, no good. Jai Johnson gets the rebound. Her shot is no good. Tallulah Falls collects the rebound, but then throws it right into the Darlington bench. So it'll go to the Lady Tigers here. And once Darlington started hitting those outside shots early in the game, and that defensive pressure really made the Tallulah, their internal clock in their head, go a little faster than they needed to sometimes on their offensive possessions, and they just got all out of whack and really never mounted a threat here after the second quarter. Once Darlington got on that roll and started to build that lead hit 20 there in the second quarter, and Tallulah Falls has just been playing desperate catch-up the rest of the day and never were able to make a whole lot of dent in this lead. Brewster's free throw is no good. Second one is no good either. It's the one place Darlington has not been very consistent today is the free throw line. They've probably left 10 or 12 points probably on the board by not hitting their free throws. And in a closer game, that might wind up being a difference maker as Brewster beats the double team, drives the length of the floor, gives it off to Dempsey, and her shot is good. In the final 90 seconds or so of the game, as the pass by Tallulah Falls is tipped away by Shumate, and Brewster has it again. And Sam Rush is going to take a timeout. I think it's just a 30-second timeout, maybe to sub out some of her starters and put in some of her second teamers. Again, Darlington's second round game will be against Galloway. They beat Social Circle. Galloway is the second seeded team out of Region 6. It's a private school down there in the Atlanta area. If you've ever gone to Chastain Park Amphitheater for a concert down there, you have probably driven or walked right past the Galloway school. It's literally a block or two from the Chastain Park Amphitheater. And they will be making the trip up to Rome next weekend. So Darlington has now got in Emma Grace Wood is in the game, Mia Curley, Caroline Jordan, Alex Tran, and Sydney Rush. Sydney Rush, of course, is a CD, coach's daughter. And Darlington works the ball around now. Tran drives. Shot is good. Didn't take her long at all. Alex Tran works it in there and gets her first bucket of the game, so she's in the scoreboard, in the scorebooks. Pass inside by Tallulah Falls, too strong, out of bounds. Goes right back to Darlington. Lead is back to 20. Curley gives it to Rush. Back to Curley. And now to Tran. Launches a three-pointer there, no good, but it is rebounded by Jordan. And then the offensive putback by Emma Grace Wood is no good, but the sophomore guard will go to the line and get a chance to get in the scorebook with a free throw here with 44 seconds left. First free throw is good. Tell a story about my high school career back in the Stone Ages, back in the late 80s. I didn't get to play much. I wasn't very good. But I get in I think it was a region tournament game, late in the game. I got fouled like that, went to the line, missed the front end of a 1-and-1. And at the basketball banquet later that spring, the basketball coach gave me an award. It said 100% free throw because he looked and I was 2 for 2 during the season. He said he was 100% for the year till we got to the playoff game and he missed one. He just had to point that out. But it was kind of funny that was my plaque for every individual player got a plaque with some accomplishment, and mine was 100% free throw shooter for the season. But when you take a closer look at the numbers, I was 2 for 2. But other than just telling the whole world here on YouTube, nobody else knows that it was just 2 for 2. Tallulah Falls works it around their final possession probably of the game as Bain drives baseline and drew a foul, so she will go to the line. Just 22 seconds left. First free throw is no good. It's been that kind of offensive day for Tallulah Falls. Just never could get in a rhythm, never could find a groove. Darlington's relentless defense just never gave them an opportunity to keep it close. And so it's 57-36. The lead is 21 as that pass goes out of bounds. So this may be Tallulah's last possession here as they come down with 10 seconds left. Bain fires it out of bounds too high for Millie Holcomb. Again, Bain is one of only 3 seniors on the team, Bain, Lightbourne, and Seymour. As Darlington inbounds the ball, long three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good, and that's going to be it. A 21-point win, 57-36 for your Lady Tigers. Let's take a 2-minute break. I'll come back and add up some stats and everything. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap up this game. You're listening to Darlington Basketball.
Orthopedic Center, we salute students, freshmen and seniors, athletes and artists, first stringers and choral singers, band majors and game changers. We hope you never need orthopedic care, but if you do, choose the only practice in the Rome area solely dedicated to the orthopedic needs of the students and families in our community. Rome Orthopedic Center. To make an appointment, call 706-292-0040.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Shop for your next car, truck, or SUV at Riverside Auto Group. Check out riversideautogroup.com today to browse their selection or visit with them in person at Riverside Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rome, Riverside Toyota in Rome, and the all-new Riverside Buick GMC Cadillac in Cartersville. Locally owned and operated by the Welburn family since 1974. That's Riverside Auto Group. Visit riversideautogroup.com.
All right, we're back here at Darlington, where the Lady Tigers won their first round state tournament game here in Class A. Beat the Tallulah Falls Lady Indians 57-36. I just ran back up here from checking the scorebook. And your leading scorer for Darlington, as we talked about, getting hot early, Emma Hunt. 5 3-pointers in the first quarter. She finished with 17 points. I think that kind of changed how Tallulah Falls played defense because they now suddenly had to look out on the perimeter, and I think they were really going to focus with their zone defense on stopping Jai Johnson and Georgiana Dempsey in the paint. But they suddenly had to worry about outside shooting that they didn't account for. So she finished with 17 to lead a very balanced attack. Jai Johnson had 10 for Darlington and 7 points each for Sophie Shoemate, Georgiana Dempsey, and Caroline Brewster. And looking at the scorebook side for Tallulah Falls, they were led by Danica Lightbourne. As we said, the senior did most of the damage. She had 17 of their 36 points, so not much help for her at all from her teammates. Second leading scorer, only 5 points for Bree Wood and Molly Mitchell. Nobody else had more than 3 points in the game, so it was pretty much a one-sided offensive show for Tallulah Falls. And that's why Darlington was able to win. They had a lot more balanced attack, and it pays dividends. So Tallulah Falls finishes their season in Region 8 as the fourth-place team, and their final record falls to 7-17. Your Darlington Lady Tigers, ranked number 9 in the state, improved to 23-5, stellar record. And they will move on to the second round, as we said, this weekend, either Friday or Saturday, and they'll host the Galloway Lady Scots here from Region 6 in Atlanta. So congratulations to the Lady Tigers and Coach Sam Rush. And now we're getting ready here in a few minutes for the boys' first round game between your Darlington Tigers and the Elbert County Blue Devils. So they are warming up here. So tell you what, let's take about a 9-minute break. And, let's do a 10-minute break. We'll make a nice even number, a 10-minute break. And when we come back in 10 minutes, we'll get you ready for the boys game between Darlington and Elbert County. So once again, your Lady Tigers win 57-36. Boys game coming up. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Darlington Basketball would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Riverside Auto Group, Rome Orthopedic Center, Georgia Highlands College, and Atrium Health Floyd. Thank you for your support. This broadcast is a production of Northwest Georgia Media. Thank you for watching.